The U.S. Mint has been making special collector sets for us since, well, it depends on the type of set. 1950s where we always gravitate, right? That's the proof set. But the older set, the one they've been making longer is, well, the uncirculated set, and that dates back to 1947. It's a way to get the P's and the D's, and if there was an S included for circulation, yeah, that too. Wonderful stuff. Well, the modern era of packaging was introduced in the year 1968. When San Francisco took over proof sets, they upgraded the uncirculated sets as well. Well, tonight we have a special opportunity. The first 20 years with an easy pay. And if I told you we're under $10 a set for all these vintage years, would you believe me? Well, the answer is of course you should. Here we go. So in 1968, we reintroduce uncirculated sets, just like we reintroduced proof sets. We upgraded the look and the feel, and now inside of every envelope is 2 poly packs, color-coded by Mint, right? We have the Philadelphia Mint as one color, the teal, and the Denver Mint is the other, which is red. Those 2 sleeves are in each of the white envelopes. And the white envelopes lasted from 1968 through the year 1981. There were no sets in 1982 and 1983. The government repackaged the whole concept and in 1984 introduced the modern era, upgrading the packaging, changing the outer packaging's design every single year. So this is the first 20 modern issue. Now, if you look at the years, it's actually more than that, 68 to 89, because it's 20 sets. The first 20 sets. Again, there were no 82s and no 83s to make this happen. $199.95 divided by 20 means we're under $10 a set for all these vintage coins. And you're looking at them right now that have Eisenhower's, Kennedy's, you name it, the actual set is here. All of them. Nothing's missing. And tonight they approved to bring us out with what? Easy pay as well, which means you can join us at $39.99 and receive your first shipment, and then each month for the next 4 months, that same price. And over 5 months, you'll have the same 20, 4 sets a month. $199.95 is the total overall for the cost of the sets. Great, great opportunity. But now it comes down to what are in these earlier sets. Well, here are some things just to think about. 1968, 1969, and 1970 are silver Denver Mint Kennedys. Those years we did not make a P and a D, it was only Denver. And the holy grail in the entire Kennedy series is the 70D, which was made in the uncirculated set, which is an oddball thing. The other 17 years, there were a P and a D. So there's a total of 37 Kennedy half dollars in this group. 3 of them silver, 34 of them copper clad. That started in 71. Now the other is, you notice the big Eisenhower silver dollar. The series started in 71, but they didn't start putting them in the uncirculated set until 1973. That series was a short series. It ended in 1978. So there are 6 Ike sets, the only jumbo dollar sets in the history of the U.S. Mint. They're in here. And then we had the first mini dollar, 1979, 1980, 1981. Didn't really work out well, so we pulled it. Corresponding was no uncirculated sets in 82, 83, and then they revamped it in 1984. So there's 20 sets, $199.95. Here's another unique thing about these sets. The Kennedy half dollar is a little over 60 years old, right? Last year was the 60th anniversary. During that time frame, 2 years, the Kennedy was not released into circulation. It was only made and put into these special collector sets. Those two key years are 1970. I mentioned that earlier. That is the ultimate holy grail. But the other year is 1987, which means if you're in the first 20 modern era uncirculated sets, or what they call mint sets, it's in this grouping as well. 1987. That's a P and a D. Here are some crazy values. You just can't make this up. The competition sells the exact same 20 sets we have. Set by set, making up these 20, they're at $436. We're less than half. When you start breaking them down coin by coin, it gets to be scary. So let's just stay with the two bigger and obvious coins. How about the three silvers? 68, 69, and the 70D, $113.50. The other Kennedys are between $6.75 and $15. If you just take $6.75, the lowest price, times 34, how many of them there are, you're north of 200. So the Kennedys alone are north of 300. And then you get the big Eisenhowers, 73 through 78, including the Type 1, Type 2, reverse on the Eisenhower, which is the flat back and then the detailed back. They're $174 on the 6Ps and $129 on the 6Ds. So they're over $300 also for the Eisenhowers. Susan B. Anthony's, right? 79, 80, 81, those coins, over $120. You break down just the big denominations, you're north of 700, which is even more significant. So when I look at the origin story of where this stuff came from, and it's still released every year today, to this day, 2024 was made and released last year. They're going to be making a 2025 set. But tonight, we're under $10 a set, and it's all the good stuff in good order, great looking sets, great packaging, and crazy value inside these years. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. We very rarely have the ability to put together big runs like this, 15, 20 years in a row. But this one starts with the modern era, 1968, and has the first 20 sets, which takes us through 1989. They have all the key sets, the key Kennedys, right? The 70 and the 87. They have the key Eisenhowers, 73 to 78. The Susan B. Anthony, 79 to 81. Tonight, all 20 sets, just $199.95. Join us on Easy Pay. 5 shipments at $39.99 each. 4 sets each. Great stuff. It's all about crazy value. It's our middle name, America's Value Channel, and this is the poster child. Give us a call. Don't miss out.